Where we go. Hello to all members of the Spiritcule group. This is Martin. I'm here with Mark Collins. He's a Brazilian Englishman. Say hello, Mark.
Hello, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here together with everybody.
And we're here to explain about the IDMT church and institute that Mark has officially registered legally in Brazil. Mark, can you please tell us a little bit about the institute and the church?
Well, the IDMT project, it is a three-part project. It is a personal vocation that I have, which is IDMT. It is something very personal to me. It is also an institution that we do study and research. It is called the Tryptamine Molecule Institute. And we also do the ceremonies in the Church of the Divine Master on Earth. So the IDMT Church, it is an institute, a church, and a personal vocation.
Okay, and how is that, for example, different than an ayahuasca church?
Well, ayahuasca churches, they are derived from the traditions from the forest. So you can see that the jungle, the forest is where the ayahuasca churches predominate. We have here in the northeast of Brazil, we have the Sertão area, which is a dry, arid, and it is
like a semi-arid desert-like area.
Precisely.
Okay.
And there is where you can find the Jurema plant, which is where the tradition gravitates around this plant specifically.
Okay.
So this is where we are, and this is our work.
So, Jurema or Mimosa hostilis, Mimosa tenuiflora, which is the original indigenous Brazilian religion from Northeast. However, your church works with all forms and formats of the spirit molecule and all the plants that it's derived from. Is that correct?
Precisely. When I established the project, I made a point of saying that the sacrament is a molecule. It is not a plant. And that all the sources of the plant, all the sources of the substance are valid. So really, I work with the molecule. In the church, we have authorized the use of the molecule.
I see. Okay. And please tell us about the institute part of the project and.
Well, one of the differences of our work is that our church is not specialized in charity or redemption. Our church is specialized in study and research. So what we offer is the opportunity for the project offers the opportunity to do study and research instead of the charity or the spiritual work. Not that it is not valid, it is extremely valid, but we don't have a place here in South America that is specialized in study and research. So that is the big difference that we are trying to offer to people, so that if they want to study in a place where there are no doctrine ties or there are no cultural limitations, we hope to offer exactly this opportunity.
I see. So the institute part will be the research and study academic part, and will you be studying more than the scientific and academic part? Will you also be studying cultural, religious, and spiritual?
Yes, the institute talks about the academic issues. And that is where people are going to study about the several tryptamines that there are, which represent 60% of the world's magic potions. They are derived from the tryptamines. So in the institute, we study the theory, we study the general idea. In the church, we use the spirit molecule.
Okay,
so it is a laboratory.
Mark, in the church, you will be having the sacraments and ceremonies.
Yes, sir.
And the institute part will be for scientific research, academic research, and also studying the cultural, religious, and spiritual.
Yes,
Is that right?
Yes, precisely. We will be able to take people, if a person comes to say that he wants to study the cultural issues, we will be able to make this connection, because remember that we are essentially a school. We are a school that specializes in this type of study.
So it's one project that includes the church and the institute and all those functions.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I see. And what are the objectives to be offered in this project to its participants?
Well, when you go to an ayahuasca church in the jungle or anywhere in South America, you will go to a place where the predominance is the spiritual or the therapeutic issues. It is a spiritual or therapeutic approach. What we hope to offer, we will be offering very, very soon, is a place where you will be a place that is specialized in comfort and safety. So for the first time, you will have a custom-made place prepared for the experience to be studied and researched. So this is something that, although every church, it offers something fantastic, they are great churches, but we hope to offer something that is missing, a place to study.
I see, I understand. And what kind of participants are you looking for?
Well, they say that in the churches you shouldn't refuse anybody who knocks on your door, which is very, very true. But we hope to attract basically the people who are going to be more benefited by the study and research atmosphere. So with this, we hope to call people scientists, researchers, students, people who are involved in the study of this molecule and who need somewhere where they can carry out their research, their studies in a safe and comfortable place. We hope to be able to make the safety issues even better than what is normally demanded here in Brazil, because we are going to work directly with scientists, researchers, clinical staff, so we hope to be able to have higher standards of comfort and safety.
I see, I understand. And what kind of participants would you like to invite to this project?
Well, I would like to call scientists, researchers, academic people, those who like to study, who
chemists,
want to study,
psychiatrists, psychologists.
Well, basically anybody in the sciences who can associate their study to this issue. We are here to receive students and researchers. So if you study anything, if you are interested in this subject and you want to carry out studies and research, here is the place that you can come to where you will be accepted to do precisely that.
I see, I understand, Mark. And I have also been researching in South America. None of the South American countries have legislation when it comes to the spirit molecule, its religious or spiritual uses, or its academic scientific research. And Brazil does. Can you explain a little bit about the difference of that?
Well, in the Western Amazonic cultures, what do you have? You have a very strong shamanic presence, which means that the culture is impregnated by the shamanic culture, the religious. So there, they did not have to work on legislation because the culture was very, very present. Here in Brazil, the ayahuasca cultures, they had to gain the law. They had to gain legitimacy through the law. So that is why the law, the Brazilian government, it went into great efforts to study the churches, see what they were doing, and to provide a guarantee so that people can have this experience with comfort and safetiness. So here in Brazil, they had to prove, the culture had to prove to the government that it was legitimate. In the other countries, it didn't have to do so. So that is why here in Brazil, we had to prove that we are safe, that we are doing things properly, and how things really should be done.
I see, I understand. And also, I believe your project and your church wanted to extend an invitation to one of our members.
Well, I would like to invite Chris Cantelmo, who I was told is very interested to come over here. So I would like to open this invitation to anybody who would like to come, but I've heard that Chris would like to come, so please, Chris, consider yourself invited. It would be a great pleasure to have you here to start off our work with the right foot, as we say.
I see. Mark, thank you very much for your time, for your great knowledge and your attention, and we really appreciate that. It's a great pleasure to have you here with us and in the group. And I'm pretty sure we'll do other follow-up interviews to bring more details and updates.
My dear sir, it's a great pleasure to be here with you. It's a pleasure to talk about this substance. And whenever you need me, you just call me up.
Thank you very much, Mark.
It's
We
a pleasure.
appreciate it. Likewise.
Thank you, sir.
Take care.